Like many other film fans, I've decided to go back to physical media, but I'm starting from scratch. So I decided to order some Criterion Collection DVDs from their most recent sale as a way to start building my physical media collection, and I'd like to show you some of the movies I got. I got Stanley Kubrick's Barry Lyndon. I know this is a movie that a lot of people don't like, but I love it. I personally am always going to be a fan of a movie about a scammer, a schemer, a conniver, so I really couldn't help myself. And like I said, I love schemes, so of course I had to get All About Eve. I got the version with the 2 Blu-ray discs because I personally think I do need access to all the shady interviews Bette Davis did about this movie. I also got 1957's A Face in the Crowd, directed by Elia Kazan. I have the somewhat unpopular opinion that this is his best film. Personally, I'm not a big fan of On the Waterfront, and I think this movie is just better and has better politics. I also really urge people to check this out if you've never seen it. It stars Andy Griffith, a man who most of us know is playing a nice dad and a sheriff, but he gives a phenomenal performance in this movie. I think this is a great watch mostly because it really shows you how predictable our current political situation was, because Elia Kazan saw what was going to happen in 1957. I also got An Unmarried Woman from 1978. This is not surprising to anybody who's been following me for a while because I've talked a lot about how much I love this movie, but despite being made by 20th Century Fox and not being that old, you can't rent it from any place and it's not streaming any place either. You have to get the DVD, and that's kind of upsetting because this movie should be super accessible. It's a phenomenal movie with a great performance from Jill Clayburgh, an actor who I think has been kind of forgotten, but in my opinion, should have won Best Actress for this performance. And finally, I got The Age of Innocence from 1993, directed by Martin Scorsese. This is kind of my favorite Scorsese movie, even though it's probably the most forgettable in his entire filmography. Picture if a mob movie and Jane Austen had a baby, and you would have The Age of Innocence. Based on a book by Edith Wharton, it's absolutely phenomenal. It stars Winona Ryder, Daniel Day-Lewis, and Michelle Pfeiffer. Last time I checked, this movie was streaming for free on YouTube, and it does bounce around on different streaming services, but personally, I needed to own it. Let me know in the comments what movies you're buying to start your physical media collection, and if you're not starting your collection, what's the holdup? DVD players are like $35 at Walmart. Trust me, you'll thank me later.